Hi everybody. Hello, it's Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. This is take 2 because I almost did this video on my personal page, which, as you know, means I can't see comments from you guys. So here I am live on a Saturday. I know you're all like, what? Saturdays are always pre-recorded. So here on Facebook today, I am live. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it will not be live for you. Okay, so here I am. I've kind of pre-cut some stuff because I was planning to tape this for you guys, but it's late. It's already after 1 o'clock, which is my usual time for posting. So I wanted to pop on real quick. So first, let me get this out of the way. If you want to shop for Stampin' Up, MemoryINKers.com. That's my Stampin' Up website. At gmail.com is my email. The July 2024 hostess code is ZGH9J4DG. Or you can use this bit.ly link, which is probably those of you who've already been ordering a bunch. You're used to going to MemoryINKers.com. So, okay, so this is another online exclusive. You know, when they first announced these online exclusive ideas, I was like, I don't know about this stuff. Give me a catalog. I want it in a catalog. And I still want stuff in the catalog. But some of the stuff they've been putting out, like I am not an ice skater. In fact, I very distinctly remember trying to ice skate when I was a little girl, and I don't know if they even still have these. I had some ice skates, excuse me, that had 2 blades, so you could stand on them without like doing the wiggly wobbly thing. And when I outgrew those, my mother got me a pair of the 1 blades, and I could not skate. My balance is still pretty crummy, but I'm working on it like every day. 67, still don't have it down. But anyway, I've always loved ice skating things, but I've never bought any of the ice skating sets because, like I said, I don't ice skate. And but I have used a sled a lot because where I grew up, we had an acre of land, and on our side, we weren't allowed. It was on a hill, like the back half acre. Excuse me, let me grab a water real quick. Whew, it's nice to have a refrigerator in your craft room. Okay, so say hello if you're here. I see there's several of you on. Okay, so anyway, back to that story. But there was an acre, well, 2 acres actually, that were vacant when I was young. Eventually people built there, but so we had this big slope, and we were sledding, we were sliding down on boxes, you name it, and a lot of people hung out there, and it was right next door, so it was a lot of fun. So sledding, tobogganing, that kind of stuff, that is big for me. I don't really do it anymore because A, 67, B, back issues. So anyway, so all of that was to tell you that this sophisticated sled, hey, hi Linda, hi Penny, feeling better is a relative thing. My brain is still scattered, and I did find out finally what is wrong with me. I have gallstones. So in about 4 weeks, I'm going in for this one thing where it sounds gross. They kind of scrape the bile duct from your gallstone. Yeah, and then they clean that all out, and then they schedule to remove my gallbladder. So all of that is coming. And my husband is having kidney stone removal, or whatever it is they do for kidney stones, because they don't take out your kidney. Hopefully. And my daughter is still the roller coaster ride that she is. But anyway, but we're having a good day today. Life is good. All right, back here. So this sophisticated sled does come as a bundle, And look at the dies. Oh, these dies are so fun. They cut out the skates. They cut out the sled. They cut out the flower. They cut out the wreath. They cut out the bird. There's all kinds of sentiments. But I'm going to be showing you, I've already kind of pre-did this. Like I said, I was getting ready to do a video. I have used this piece, which is actually the wood pieces to the sled, which are, here, I'll just pull this one out. Here's one. You can see I've been playing. So I'm going to tell you what I did to get this to look all the edges, because that, as you can see, maybe if I can get it up, as you can see, those are like dent lines, embossed lines, whatever you want to call them. So all I did to get this, you guys, so simple. I took the brush end of my marker. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate it. We really are. But God is good. So I took the brush end of my marker, and I kind of had to hold it on an angle because it's hard to see. And this is the Early Espresso regular marker. Don't use a blends because that's not going to work. This is our regular water marker. And I just sort of went over it carefully. You don't want to press because you don't want to cut up your marker either. But so I did that over all of it. Then when I put it on some of this awesome new basic beige and cut it out, let's see if it'll, I don't think it'll show anything while I'm just rubbing it, but you never know because I've already cut it out. Oh, you can kind of see. So when you actually run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, you get this awesome detail. Here is the sled steering wheel, which I will tell you as a child never mastered how to. I know it steers it. I don't know how. I never got it to do anything. But anyway, so you've got that that awesome stuff with this piece, and it comes as one. This is right here. And then I have to remember to clean that. I also am going to show you how to put together these ice skates, because here's the ties to the ice skates, and these are the blades to the ice skates, and then the ice skates if you want to do them separately. There's a thing to make your own wreath. I mean, this is just a winter / holiday. It's just a beautiful set, and I'm not sure that I'll actually ever get rid of this one just because it's fun for me. So I'm getting messages that my Fitbit battery is dying. All right, so anyway, that is it. Sophisticated Sled and Sophisticated Sled dies. They do come as a bundle. Like I said, online exclusive. So go to my website, MemoryINKers.com, and you're going to want to order the bundle. So when you go on there, you're going to see the stamps are separate, the dies are separate. Just keep scrolling, or put in Sophisticated Sled in the search bar, and it should pop up with all three options separate together, you know. All right, so here we go. So like I said, I have done everything. Oh man, I forgot to grab my embossing folder that I want to use. Hold on, you guys. I don't even know for sure where I put it. Ah, yay. I have it. I think that's the one I want. It is. Okay. So, I'm going to use this So Swirly as part of my background. All right. So, I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 of cardstock, basic white cardstock. And I'm picking this because it looks like swirling snow. So you can decide which way you want it to go. I know my card is going to be landscape, so just play around until you get it to where you've got the swirlies you want to have on your card. And I think I like it right there because I don't have too much open space. So I'm going to run this through, and this is a regular embossing folder. You don't need to, you run it through like normal with your regular plates. You don't need the gray plate, if that makes sense. And whenever you're in doubt, you know that the directions are on the plate number 1. So you can see here, regular embossing, I'm just using 1 and the 2 3s. I'm not using, look at how loved this is. I'm not using 2. So it's going to go base plate, a 3, and a 3. And then I'm going to run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, so here we go. So this piece is going to be for the front of my card. Look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. And really, if you want to, you can flip it this way if you want different swirls. Now, you know, this is giving me a big bump here and some more. So I'm going to think about this. I think I might do it that way. Doesn't matter hugely, but I think I might. So I don't know if there's an upside down or a right side up for this folder, but that's what I'm doing. And then of course I have basic white for my card base. I'm not basic white. This is actually real red, which it took me a minute to decide what color I was going to use because I did some coloring. So first let me stamp the inside, and then we're going to talk about the craziness that I did. So that's kind of moving around. Here it is. So I'm going to use this fun little swag. I think it's still called a swag. Hi, Nancy. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. It's good to see you here also. I'm not sure if this is considered a swag when it's like a waterfall-y thing, but you know, hey. Okay, so now you're going to see that I colored, hang on, I've colored some things with some different colors. I'm missing it. Oh, there it is. Okay, and I'm going to show you some coloring, but this, this is silver. So where's my little piece of silver? Here's my little piece of silver. And I tried real red on the silver. This is the dark real red. And it was too pinky for me. So I grabbed the dark cherry cobbler and see how that looks more real red on this silver. Okay. You have to give it a minute to dry. But I colored this whole frame with the cherry cobbler so that I could have a shiny sled. Wow, I don't want to say that too many times fast. Okay, so that's what I did with that. And I'm going to show you a couple of other tricks too, because I did color with you. But when I tested on a scrap to see how I wanted to color this, the cherry cobbler was too dark on the basic white. So I went back to the dark real red. So I'm just going to color in the bow. And remember, when you're using your blends, you kind of want to stay away from the edge if you can by a hair, because they do bleed. So, I mean, you can kind of get right up to it, but like if you're going to be coating it over and over, it's going to spread out. So this is just such a pretty little, I'm going to keep calling it a swag until you guys tell me that when it looks this shape, it's not a swag. But I think it is. So, you guys, I'm going to be coloring for a bit. So, tell me how you're doing, what's going on in your life. Y'all know what's going on in my life. A little more than I wanted to, but, okay. So, now I have that colored. Also, I want to tell you guys, when you use any of your alcohol-based markers, and I'm assuming the others are similar, you want to make sure that the cap clicks when you close it. Hear that click? I put, oh, Penny, you're homesick with a cold too? Oh, man. Linda, I hope you don't have a cold. That's all. I'm just, wow. Anyway, make sure it clicks. I put this in my, not this color, I put in my, like the white one that erases color lifter. I put it in my container not realizing I didn't hear the click, and when I pulled it out, the cap stayed inside and it was dried out. So now I have to order a new color lifter. So, all right, so now for the green, I have 2 colors. I'm gonna take the dark Old Olive. Is that what I have? Old Olive? Yep. Okay. And I'm just going to make little lines where the leaves have like the line running through it. I'm not getting too fancy. Like I really missed right there. But I just want to have a little definition in these. And then I am going to color everywhere except where there's the little white dots. I've decided to keep them white. So I'm using my thick end. And I'm going to touch that little spot right there. Because I am going to assume, I'm going to get all my leaves as close as I can. But I'm going to assume that back in here where you don't see any leaves, that there are leaves. Because you would have leaves there, right? Behind these white berries. And just, you know, be careful so you don't turn your berries green. It's not a huge thing. But see how when I colored that, where I had the dark, here, I'll do it here. Watch the dark. It's going to sort of bleed and give me a little bit more shadow to my leaf, which I think is very cool. So I am going to keep doing that. Now, when we get out here, I'm not coloring in, well, I kind of did, so I guess I gotta now. I'm not going to color everywhere when I get a little bit to the lower part, because I'm thinking that, like down in this area, there aren't leaves hanging. These are just, well, these leaves are hanging, but there aren't leaves hanging behind it. Wow, I hope that's making sense, because I feel like I'm talking a little cray-cray right now. But I hope you can see what I mean. I have left this part with green behind it, where I'm assuming there'd be a lot of leafy colors. And then I am leaving the dots white. Now, if you want to, you can be very careful and you can add more green in there, but I'm going to leave it like that. And this is going to be the inside. I am not putting a sentiment on this card, because when I'm done, I don't know, maybe I will add some kind of holiday greeting, or maybe it will be, who knows, just a winter birthday, or I have friends who, their kids skate, so it could go to one of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my trusty green glue to put this on the inside of my card. And I just think this stamp set is just, it's so beautiful. So it's just fun. I know I don't always show you guys the inside of my cards done and decorated, but I do like it when you do that. It's just such a nice little touch. It makes it look more cool. And, you know, I like my cards to lay flat, so I'm going to push that down again. All right. So now here is my swirly. Not the Mean Kids swirly, and I am using it technically upside down. And what do I mean by upside down? So let me show you guys real quick. I am, okay, right side up generally on these is with the Stampin' Up! Logo up. So I have it flipped so it's going that way. On this one, it doesn't matter. But sometimes, you know, we have that one that has the words. So obviously you want your words to be the right way. So now I'm going to do it this way. And that is going to be the front of my card. After everything is cut out and ready for you, it's actually a pretty simple card. You just have to prep. So now here's where it's going to get fun. Oh, here they are. Okay. So I want to show you, let me grab this. I put one of the ice skates together already. All right. I am going to zoom in for this part, you guys. So hold on. Let me zoom. Okay. So I put that skate together. When you cut out the skate, it looks like this, and it has this line. Now, you could just leave that and go, hey, that is just a directional line, and you could color it as you see fit. But why would you do that? Hang on, I'm grabbing my tape. Here is the string, which also was silver, and I colored it to have shiny. Now, this piece slides into that slit, okay? And you want to slide it until your loops match the, basically match where the loops are on your white piece. So you could put adhesive here. I just decided that I wanted to just put a little tape on it to hold it in place until I put them on. So I have some tape. It's going to be too long, so I'm going to trim it off so it's not hanging past the skate. And that is all you have to do to lace up your skates. Aren't they cute? They're so stinking cute. So we've got that done. Oh, I'm not done. You're wondering about this. Okay, so I have the silver, and this is the actual skate blades, and it comes the whole thing silver. And I'm going to set this on there so you guys can see it. If it will let me. Okay, so that looks acceptable, but I think this looks more like an actual skate, because skates usually have a black bottom, or, I mean, unless they're all white, they could be, but the top is usually like a black rubberized piece of the heel and stuff. At least, I mean, like I said, I'm not a skater, so I could be totally off. So I have the dark basic black blend marker, and this took a few colorings. I will tell you that, and you just want to be real careful when you get to the edges of things. And I just kept coloring it because I wanted it to look black. And then I had to move it because I'm seeing the black that's here, and I want to see the black that's here on this piece. And I just kept doing it until I felt like it was black. And I feel like this one is being a little more stubborn, so I'm going to hold it in my hand for a minute and get these edges. But you can see, and you want to probably give it a minute to dry before you glue it onto its skate. So I'm going to give that a second while I put together my adorable little sled. So I was thinking about, I was going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. I was going to cut them up. And then I remembered in a paper pumpkin, I got these, we sell strips like this, but they're a little fatter. And I had these left over from a paper pumpkin. So I looked at this and I thought most of that is going to be covered. Not all of it. So I'm going to put little snips of this because I want my sled to stick up a little bit from the sled bottom, because it does, right? It's got those, like, you know what I'm talking about. Here's the sled, and then it, oh, I should maybe back down a little bit. Hang on. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh, what did I do? Hang on. There we go. All right. I'm just going to go back down. you know how it is. There's the sled and then there's the triangle that kind of holds it to the actual part you lay on. So I'm worried that's too long. So I'm just going to put little pieces here. And I'm doing this because I know that some of it might show, and I don't want it to show through these wood slats. All right, the center one should be fine for the majority of it to have it on there. All right, and then the top one, although it's thin, it's going to be with this also. So I have the option. I could put it on here, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on the cross brace up here. Look at that. I remembered the word cross brace. Y'all proud of me? Because I am proud of me. All right. So, hey, hi, Kathy. Okay, so now I'm going to set this on here to see how I'm doing. Now, let me hold this up. There are little holes, if you can see them, where it would be like screwed onto this faux metal base. So I'm just making sure that wherever the faux metal base is, it's not showing through. Oh, look, I didn't poke these out. Let me do that, because that could be an issue with my foam here. Yep, it is. It is. So I'm going to have to make some minor adjustments to my foam. Let's see. Yep. Darn, I thought I was doing so good, you guys. I'm just going to peel that off and make these a little smaller. You know, it really would be easier just to put it on the back of this. I don't know why I make everything so hard. Do you guys wonder about that sometimes? Like, why is she making it so hard? I don't know. So I'm gonna go back to doing what I would normally do. I'm gonna leave that one on there because I know that that's gonna cover it. So we're gonna leave that one there. But these, I'm gonna go ahead and put them right on here because I'm going to glue down this this red piece anyway, so it won't really matter too much. All right, so because I screwed up like that, this is what happens when you don't tape. You just wing it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the front. Oh, okay, before I do that, I want to grab some white thread. I think I have some open already. I do. I have like a ton of white baker's twine from different, you know, things from Paper Pumpkin and stuff. So before I glue this down, I want to put this on here so I don't have to try to, gosh, I'm having trouble anyway. I don't want to have to worry about trying to get it looped through after I've glued it down. So, all right, that is way more than I need, but at least I have it. Okay, I can't see if it's coming out. There it is. All right. All right. So now I'm going to set this on top of my swirling snow. Leave that there for now. I'll pull that off and pull all of these off. Now I did want to avoid, like up here, you see there's a hole where the wood would have been screwed into the slat, right? So I didn't want to put any dimensionals there. And then you're going to line this up. And what I have found is if you look at the little holes, hang on, I'll zoom again, you guys. If you look at the little holes, it will kind of tell you where to line it up, because they kind of line up with these braces here. So that's what I'm doing. And then this one goes right there. So now my skate is dry, so I can, my skate blade, so I can put some adhesive on here and add my blade to it. I am putting some adhesive on the heel, but I'm not running it on this edge. I have it, I think I put enough on here. Oh, I know why my lighting is weird. Hello, let's add a light. Duh. Okay. Then I can pick this up and line it up. Gently squeeze so it does not ooze. There we go. And now I have my two skates. So I want my skates on here, and I'm going to have one of them be laying kind of on the flat side. So I'm going to pull this through if it'll let me. There we go. So this one is, well, I think, you know what? I think I'm going to pop them both up. So I am going to grab my dimensionals. And your dimensionals would hold that, the lace part on, but I wanted them to be there while I was thinking about how I was going to do this for you guys. So I want this string to be on the skate. So I am pressing it right into the glue dot, Stampin' Dimensional. And I'm going to put that one there. Then I'm going to pull this because they're supposed to be hanging, right? And this one is going to be up higher. So another dimensional. Whoops, put the dimensional on in a good spot. There we go. And I am going to put this one so the toes are over that one, but it's a little bit higher. Does that make sense? And then I will snip this from behind. Oh, I don't want to cut my skate, you guys. There we go. So let me pull that off. All right, so now I have this. Oh, that looks a little crooked. I must be steering it somehow. let me zoom back out, because I forget to do that, and then I start talking to you guys and I forget that I haven't zoomed back out. All right, so I wanted to put on something pretty. I did not have any real red glimmery things. Last I checked, though, there are some on the clearance rack. There was. Don't know that there is. I'm going to grab the Cherry Cobbler again, even though I'm using real red, because I think it's going to have the same effect. My Cherry Cobbler is used so much. Can you guys see how frayed? I know. Yep, I like that. And a couple little, I don't know if that one's even going to stick. So I'll color an extra one just in case I need it. All right. And I'll just grab my scissors for now. And I am just going to put some little gems on here for fun. Let's see, oh, that one might stick. It might just. There we go. Isn't this fun? It is so fun. And if you don't want the dies, all of this comes in the stamp set. So you could, wherever I put it, you know, I bought this thing so I wouldn't lose stuff, and I never forget to put anything in it. But you've got the stamp where you can stamp the sled, and you can stamp the skates. You can stamp everything that you can cut out. The only difference is you're not getting the fancy pantsy look. But you can certainly do it, and you're not going to get this. But pretty much everything else you could cut out. Although, if you have some kind of a Stamp-A-Cut and Emboss machine, I would definitely recommend both of them. But anyway, I hope that you guys liked this card. I just think it's really fun, really simple. Absolutely, there is room. So if I decide to make this a holiday card, I have room to put a tag right there that says Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever. Oops, I'm not in frame. Sorry. But I really like it. So thank you, Penny. All right, you guys, I am off to see what else I can get done today. So have a blessed and wonderful rest of your weekend. I hope those of you who aren't feeling good will feel better soon. You'll be in my prayers, because I know I have been in yours, and that is such a wonderful thing for me. So have a great day. Bye. I love that swirly embossing folder too. See you later.